Hi, today we will begin our new unit of math. We will work on counting, adding, subtracting large numbers, as well as measuring length. Many of our stories will center around the story Jack and the Beanstalk. Think about right now, what do you know about that story? What do you remember about it? Maybe you read it in first grade. So we will listen to that story, or you can on your own on Seesaw. So look at this bag of beans. Ooh, what is happening here? How many beans do you think are in your bag? How many beans right now? Take a second. Guess how many beans there are. Would 5 be a good guess? No way. It's going to be way more than that, right? There's a lot of beans in there. So think about right now, how many beans do you think are in that bag? So today we're going to look at how a class took a bag of beans, a lot like the one we have right here, and they are going to figure out how many beans they have total. All right? So we are looking to see how many beans they have total. And I'm going to underline some things about the different parts of this diagram or chart here. So over here in the white, this is the ones. So I see that there are loose beans, and we can count those by 1. Then next, what do you think is this column? This column is the tens. So if I have 10, I'm going to put them in a little bowl. I'm going to pretend that I take these beans and I put them in a little bowl, and there's 10 beans in each bowl. So these are the tens. Then there's 100 section. Whoa. Which means we would put those tens all together to put 100 beans into a bowl. Okay? So when they're in the tens column, we have 10 in each bowl, and then the hundreds bowl has this. So right now, I'm going to count how many beans this class has total. So I can see right away that this is easy to count. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to write 4 right under this. I know that this class has 4 ones. I'm going to go to the next one, and I know that I have to count by 10 here because there's 10 in each of here's. So I'm going to go 10. I'm going to mark them off as I go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. What would come next? 70. Okay, so here we have 70. And since there's no 100s, I can figure out how many beans they have by putting 70 with 4 and adding them together. So what is 70 plus 4? Our answer for this class is 74. Nice work, everybody. So I'm going to go to our next slide now. All right, so here we are. So look at what their students said in their class. The teacher said, what does the 7 in 74 mean? This first student said, that means there are 7 tens. It's for those 7 cups of beans, said the second student. It's not on the tens mat because it means the tens. What does the 4 in 74 mean? So that 4, it's for the 4 ones. That's why the card with only 4 beans on it is mostly on the ones mat. There we go. So we see that the 4 is over here on the ones map, and the 7, number 7, is kind of on the tens map to represent the 7 groups of 10. Awesome. So that's the first part. So this class only had 74 beads. In our next video, I'm going to go to a class that has way more beans, and we're going to talk about how you can figure out how many beans they have.